And welcome back, and it is the 3rd of March, it's the higher plus 5 a day, and should we just go straight to the first question? Okay, my heart sinks a little bit. It's a distance, time, working out an area question, so I don't really like these. Okay, let's just give it a go now. Let's do what the question wants. So, shown is the first 10 seconds of the journey of a car, work out an estimate for the distance the car travels in these 10 seconds. Now, crucially, it doesn't tell me what strip size to use. So normally it would say, it doesn't have to, but normally it would say use 5 strips or 6 strips or whatever it might be. So you could argue, in fact I'm going to argue this because I'm going to make it slightly easier for myself, that this is a sufficiently straight line that I can do this as one big trapezium. And then I'm going to do this as another trapezium just so I'm not being too greedy, and I'm going to do this as a triangle. Now what I need to do is I need to work out, I'm going to label these, I need to work out the area of A, the area of B, and this big area here that's going to be C. So let's try and do it. So the area of A, I'm going to have to zoom in a bit here, so apologies in advance for my zooming in and out. The thing I need to do is I need to work out my scale. So if I look at where that 5 is, so this 5 here is 10 little squares up. So in other words, each little square is going to be, well, it's 5 divided by 10, so it's going to be 0.5, isn't it? Which means that this here, I'm going to write the points on so you can see what I'm doing. So it means that that is 4.5. It means that this is really hard to see, 6.5. And it means that this, thanks to I'm only doing 3 of these, and it means this one here is 10.5. That will do, won't it? Therefore, when working out my area, so area A is going to be a half times the width, which is 2, times the height, which is 4.5. Area B is going to be half, well, this is a trapezium, so it's going to be half the height, which is 2, times the sum of the parallel sides, which is 4.5 plus 6.5. And my C is going to be a half, well, the height here is 2, 4, 6, and my height is 6, the difference between 10 and 4. Add my parallel sides, which is 6.5 plus 10.5. And then it is calculator out and add them all up. And that gives me a final answer when I add all these things up of 66.5. Check my calculator again. Yep, 66.5 meters, which is going to be close enough, really, isn't it? So that's fine. And actually, the next question asked me this directly. So, is your answer an under or overestimate? And I'm going to say it is a underestimate, especially A where line is under curve. It doesn't say why, but I know to just say explain your answer. So there we go. I've kind of explained the answer. Let's hope we don't get another one that's wrong. Next question. Prove the sum of 4 consecutive, keyword, odd, also keyword, is always a multiple of 5. So I'm going to say let numbers be. So start off with a setup. So let numbers be, and my numbers are going to be 2n. Now 4 consecutive, so I'm going to have 2n minus 3, 2n minus 1, 2n plus 1, and 2n plus 3. Now you may be wondering why I'm doing that. I'm doing that because I know when I sum them that a lot of the numbers are going to cancel out, which is going to leave me something very easily. If you haven't done that, if you've done 2n plus 1, 2n plus 3, 2n, it would still work okay. But I've made it marginally easier myself. Then I'm going to do the maths part. So that's going to be 2n, just said to myself what I'm doing. So 2n minus 1 plus 2n minus 3, don't know why I'm doing it in the wrong order, but anyway, plus 2n plus 1 plus 2n plus 3 is equal to 8n, which is a multiple of 8, and I've proven it to be true. Next question. Find an expression in terms of n for the nth term of a quadratic sequence. We haven't done a quadratic sequence in a while. Now, my technique here is slightly different to how you may do this in class, because I don't use the a plus b plus c method. I don't really like that method. I just think it's too, it involves you just learning something without really understanding it. So I prefer this method. So what's the first difference? 5 to 16 is plus 11, 16 to 31 is plus 14, 15, and 31 to 50 is plus 1, 9. Which means my second difference is 4 and 4. Thankfully they're the same. So therefore my A term is 2. Then I'm going to write out my terms again. So 5, 16, 31, 50. Then I'm going to then write 2, because my A is 2, 2 times n squared. So 2 times 1 squared is 2. 2 times 2 squared is 2 times 4, which is 8. 2 times 3 squared is 18, and 2 times 4 squared is 32. And then I'm going to take this away. So if I take this away, 5 minus 2 is 3, 16 minus 8 is 8, 31 minus 18 is 12, 13, and 32 minus 50 is 18. And what we'll notice now is these have a common difference of 5, which means this is a sequence which is 5n minus 2, which means my nth term is going to be 2n squared from the a here, plus the thing I've just worked out, which is 5n minus 2. And that is question done. Next and final question today. Find where the tangent to the circle at the point 4, 2 meets the y-axis. Okay, so a little twist on the normal question, is it? So I've got a circle, centre 0, so it's going to, here's my circle here, and let's draw a very rough graph. And 4 minus 2 is somewhere here, and so my tangent's going to do that. So in other words, I'm looking for that line there, positive gradient. The way you do this, I'm going to work out the gradient of the radius to 4, 2, so that's going to be going down 2 and across 4, which is minus a half, which means the gradient of my tangent is going to be plus 2, which means the equation of my tangent is going to be y minus minus 2 is equal to 2x minus 4. So I've used the y minus y1 equals mx minus x1 method. If you do the method where you find c, it gives you the same idea. It's fine. So in other words, y is equal to 2x minus a minus 2, which is 2x minus 10. Okay, so far so good. Okay, next part. I then need to work out when this line meets the y-axis. Oh, actually, this isn't too bad, is it? Because I can just read it off here. So therefore, it's minus 10. So therefore, it meets the y-axis at the point 0, minus 10. In other words, x equals 0, y equals minus 10. And that is the final answer to this part of the question. And that is it. Another day done. Do, as ever, let me know how you did in the comments below. Do like and subscribe. And I'll see you for the next one. Thanks all.